Couples within a band are always good until they aren't. ABBA, a Swedish pop group, also faced a situation that caused the group to go on hiatus for almost 40 years. Today, we will share with you who cheated in ABBA, so stay tuned and let's get into it. ABBA was unique for so many reasons, not only for their one-of-a-kind infectious pop classics, but also for how they functioned as a band made out of two couples. The foursome consisted of already married Agnetha Falskog and Björn Ulvaeus, and Benny Andersson and Annie Fridlingstad, who were a couple by the time the group formed in the early 1970s. But after just under 10 years of world-dominating hits, ABBA called it a day in 1983, a couple of years after both couples had split. ABBA tried to make it work despite the divorces within the band, but it was doomed to fail with such high stakes, particularly as Björn and Agnetha also all had children. Agnetha Falskog fell in love with her future bandmate, Björn Ulvaeus, when she was only 19, after a chance meeting in a cafe. They married the following year and formed in 1972 with another couple, Annie Fridlingstad and Benny Andersson, going on to secure success for Sweden with a 1974 Eurovision win. Catapulted into the limelight and known for their catchy songs, from Super Trooper and Dancing Queen to Waterloo and The Winner Takes It All, the group became one of the most popular bands during 70s and 80s. Yet behind all the sunny exterior, the relationships which had made the group began to fall apart. Both couples divorced, one in 1980 and the other in 1981, but the band did not break up until 1982. If you're enjoying this video, make sure to like and subscribe to the channel. Also hit the notification bell to stay updated. An article from 2008, written in the Evening Standard, revealed how this affected Agnetha, who was widely regarded as the most popular member of the group, and often perceived to be the main band member who stood in the way of a reunion. The article claimed that Agnetha now admits she found the closing years miserable. It continued, "Make no mistake, the past 25 years have been difficult for Agnetha. She was emotionally mangled by the split with Björn in 1979. They had 2 children, but divorced while the band was at the peak of its fame. Within a week, Björn had a new girlfriend, and Agnetha had counseling. The tragic breakup song, The Winner Takes It All, was put together during this period, and the article claims she had to find the emotional strength to sing. Tell me, does she kiss like I used to kiss you?" It added. After a tour, the band returned to the studio in 1982, but realized that, with both couples now divorced, it was no longer any fun being ABBA. She had also struggled with flying, after she was once caught while on a flight, which clashed with the international tours her band demanded. Agnetha found the fans alarming, and would have terrible daydreams in which they set upon her and consumed her alive, too. The piece continued. She was troubled by guilt of being away from her children, Linda and Christian, when they were so young, and she was never at ease socially as the others. Her English was not as good, so she sometimes struggled. So while Annie Fried partied, her rival on stage was in hell, anxious, shy, and overwhelmed. No wonder the girls were not always the best of friends. A substantial amount of time has had to pass for her to forgive her bandmates for their part in her torment. The group did not come together again in public until the Swedish premiere of Mamma Mia in 2008. Agnetha married Thomas Sonnenfeld in 1990, a relationship which was largely kept out of the public eye until their divorce in 1993. After that, she started a relationship with a forklift truck driver, Gert Vandergraaf, who had stalked her for 2 years. She said, "It was a very intense attention from him, and after a while, I felt I could not resist anymore. I wanted to know him." Yet they broke up, and Agnetha filed for an exclusion order in 2007. After the disaster of her dalliance with Gert, she moved deeper into the forest, building a smaller house around a private courtyard garden. Neighbors say she barely exchanges greetings with them. For years, Agnetha hadn't sung or even listened to music. Ever since Agnetha and Björn got divorced, the wildest rumors have been circulating about this half of ABBA. Fans started believing Björn cheated on Agnetha, as he immediately got into a relationship after the breakup with her, while Agnetha ended up in therapy. Björn was labeled as the playboy, to which Björn told in an interview that he's a couch potato who likes to spend time within 4 walls, and this image of a playboy is due to the efforts of pops that follow him everywhere and take misleading photos. Moreover, there was also a rumor about Agnetha falling in love with a psychiatrist who was helping the couple and is living with him. It turned out that she indeed fell in love with him, but the latter was purely a rumor. Although, as described publicly, the divorce wasn't a happy one, Agnetha revealed that it was anything but. She further revealed that those days were the most horrible days of her life. They were on the paramount of their career, and the internal issues weren't getting any better for the group to fully focus on the progress and development of the songs. But the group made their comeback after 40 years with the album Voyage in 2021, and are busy with virtual concerts since May 2022. The group is finally back, and that's what actually matters.